What up? It's the Grandpa MC coming at you with another video. Like, subscribe, share, comment. Alright, man. All's right in the world, huh? I'm gonna try my best to really to tell the truth. It's been a few hours past it now, so the excitement ain't there. The excitement for me was watching all the other YouTubers like be happy. Like they happy this man, man got put out last night. So if you don't know, the Lakers played Minnesota last night, and Minnesota came out victorious. Now, LeBron, you could tell that LeBron wasn't all the way engaged in this in this game. Like, if you've been watching LeBron all these years, and you can and like whenever you see him in a game where he's about to get bounced, it's an elimination game or a closeout game, whatever. If he ain't engaged, you can tell it immediately. And it looked like that last night. Him and Luka. Now, I ain't saying Luka wasn't engaged, but Luka was passive along with him. Both of them was too passive for the moment. They should have, one of them should have been like going down for his crown, like Magic did back in '92. Or was it 90? It was 92. Yeah, 92. Yeah. Back in 92, he was about to get put out. Phoenix was about to put him out. Magic, I think he had like a 40-point game, something like that. But Lakers went out sad. And you know what? Now that the game's over and, I done had time to think about it, the excitement done died down. Honestly, I think Minnesota was playing with them. They were shooting a whole bunch of threes. They ain't hit too many. But I think actually Minnesota was playing with them a little bit just to see if what was going to happen. Because, I thought Anthony Edwards was going to come out, hot. But he only had like, 18, something like that. But he was putting them up, though. He was putting them threes up, especially at the beginning. You could tell that Minnesota was like, man, let's go and get these dudes up on out of here. The defense was on point. For most of the part, they played in control. So, man, that was just wild. But let me stay on the Lakers a little bit, because at the beginning of the game, you know how Inside the NBA comes on and, they have something to say. Maybe they have, go to an interview or something that happened. So when they come on before the Lakers game, they sent it to they showed when JJ Redick was in the press conference and the reporter asked him, does he lean on his assistants? I'm thinking that's the way it was worded, but I'm paraphrasing. So, and JJ Redick acted like he was just so appalled and insulted that he had to. He answered it quickly and proceeded to exit the interview. Interview. And you could tell right then he was just mad stressed. Especially at the beginning of the year, his look started to smooth out toward the end of the year. But at the beginning of the season, he looked like he wasn't sleeping none. And they went into that game, and I thought Jackson Hayes was hurt, but Jackson Hayes was not hurt. Jackson Hayes was healthy, sitting on the bench. But I will say, Jackson Hayes is not a cerebral player. So in a pressure situation like that, you gotta look, make sure you put him in at the right time and don't let him get in too many situations where his emotions gonna get the best of him. Because he's highly emotional, but he's not a cerebral player. We'll just put it that way. But you can best believe that was LeBron's play last night to have no big man. Then they hollering, which is so sad. They hollering for Mark Davis. Talking about, man, are you kidding me? But I said that, in that other video, but this whatever. But man, so where the Lakers go from here, man? I know where they should go. They should go. We're releasing LeBron James. We're not re-signing him. We're looking to sign Luka Doncic. And I didn't know that Luka Doncic could opt out. Wow. Man, so all that, if that is true, and Luka doesn't sign with the Lakers, they're gonna lose Anthony Davis and Luka Doncic, and basically have LeBron at 41 years old. Not a positive outlook, but it is what it is. So another playoff game, but it really wasn't nothing to talk about because Golden State bowed out. And hey man, this was in the third quarter. I don't know what to say about that, man. Like, is that giving up? It kind of seemed like it. It kind of seemed like it. But I think, honestly, Steve Kerr needs to, Steve Kerr needs to go either to the house or somewhere else, because you can tell that team being ran by Draymond and monitored by Steph Curry. But that was a very peculiar. I know they was down, big, but what you gotta kind of like. I mean, I get it. If y'all fight back, if they fight back, and they happen to lose, then you're wasting, the stamina. You reducing the stamina for the next game. Because I best believe Houston coming with it the next one. They might not get it, but can't. I wouldn't take Emi Udoka lightly. I'll tell you that much. I would not take him lightly. So that might mean something this next game, but we'll see. But that was peculiar. So now Minnesota is waiting on the winner of Golden State and Houston, I guess. Or is it no, they're not playing OKC. No, they're not playing OKC. That's I got it right this time. So if that happens to be Golden State, that's going to be very interesting. If it's going to be the Rockets, I think Minnesota get with the Rockets. I think their team has been together longer. They got a more cohesive team. I'm looking for something else, but that's what I came out with. But we're going to see, man. But LeBron gone on vacation, and the NBA world is ablaze with happiness. That's Before I close with this though, it is kind of like, well, I'll just say this. To see grown men sit up and laugh and be gleeful over LeBron losing is I don't know. That, I was happy when it happened, but at the same time, LeBron, the reason why I was happy that it happened is because so we don't have to see that flopping all over the place. And he had one of those flops last night. He had a whole bunch of them. Like at the end of the game, he flopped down. Then the one time where he acted like he ran into DiVincenzo. I guess that's his new move. Check out my new style. He runs into DiVincenzo, and then DiVincenzo gets called for the foul, which is the craziest. But I mean, like, again, I want to say that, he does have favor from the refs, but you can see they turned his water off last night. They wasn't even, like certain calls that they would give him. Normally, they wasn't really giving it. I guess they got to call if he run into somebody. But you can see the refs like, you kind of on your own this time, Bron. But yeah, that's pretty much I gotta say on those games from last night. Looking forward to the Clippers and Denver and New York and Detroit. So that's my time. Grandpa out.